Well, hello, dividend executives. Welcome back to another week of looking at our portfolio in the Purple Brick Dividend Tracking app. As you can see here, the account portfolio overview is sitting at $1,776 in total capital at use, and we have a dividend coming in at $122.31 with a yield on cost of 6.02% and an average dividend yield of 6.89%. So a pretty high dividend yield. So we love to see that. We have 13 total holdings. One's actually cash, so 12 total stocks. We did add 2 new stocks of the week, but we will go over that more on Friday in depth. Let's take a look at the numbers from last week. Last week, we ended up purchasing $325 of stocks. So we added quite a bit to the account, as you can see in the total value. And this actually really changed our dividend income. It's kind of crazy to see on a week-by-week basis how much the dividends change just by adding money every week. So let's go over a little bit the numbers there. If you're new here, we are building a dividend-only portfolio focused mainly on monthly dividend-paying stocks for now. We do have a few quarterly dividend-paying stocks, as you can see here on the list, with SCHD and VTI as the backbones of our account. This will give us a little bit of growth over the long term, but also give us some dividend yield. So we are growing this account to get $100 a month in dividend income, and we are doing it one brick at a time. So we are off to a good start here, and every week as we add money, this goes up. Last week we were sitting at $97.42. This week, as you can see, we're sitting at an estimated $122.31. Which means we added $24.89 last week, which is kind of crazy. A $325 investment adds $24.89 to your annualized dividend income just by 1 week's of work. And I won't have to do anything for that. No work will have to be done. I've already made the purchase of the shares, and after that, they will pay me every single month or every single quarter until the test of time. So pretty awesome. That's why we love dividend investing. It is probably the most passive income you could ever have. The hardest part is just clicking buy on the shares. So we love to see that. If we were to annualize that $24.89, which is what we added last week, we would have almost $1,300 a year in dividend income added to our account. So we can make a huge difference in this account just by adding money every single week. I add $100 every single Monday to the account, and then depending on how the week's going or how I'm investing in my other accounts, I end up adding a little bit more money every week too. So at least $100 as a minimum every week. Sometimes we do $200, $300, $400 a week. So we are growing this account as fast as we can. And my goal for this portfolio is to get it to $100 a month by the end of 2023. So a little bit of a stretch. We're going to need anywhere between $8,000 and $12,000 depending on the funds that we buy. But I think we can get it done. So we're going to keep adding money every single week and keep buying stocks every single day. If we jump a little bit into the portfolio, one thing I did want to touch on here, we'll jump over to the monthly and quarterly stats. We are making huge strides on the account. We passed a big milestone, and that was $120 annually. If you were to look at this on a monthly basis, you can see that we also passed that $10 a month. So we are 10% of the way to our goal already. We started this just almost 2 months ago, so just at the start of February. So we're just over a month and a half in, almost coming up on the 2-month mark, and we have already passed $10 a month and 10% of the way. So the cool part about this, as you know, with dividend stocks, they start to do some of the lifting for me. So in February, we only got a measly 81 cents in dividends. In March, we're looking at $4.97. So $5 of income already coming in for March, which is pretty cool. But the nice part about that is, if you think about those two combined, that's almost $6 added to my portfolio without me having to do anything. And as the month go on, and as the dividends get bigger and the share count gets bigger, those purchase amounts from the dividends are going to get higher and higher. So we love to see that, and it helps the snowball grow even faster. Let's take a look at my biggest dividend payers. You can see here, these ones on the screen, we'll just highlight a couple of them. JEPQ coming in at $24.26 for the year, JEPB at $18.25, AGNC at $16.07, SCHD as $12.28, and that's a quarterly dividend payer. Glad at 1207, PSEC at 1170, and Maine at 873. These are our biggest ones. And actually a cool feature on here, so you can see that the 2426 on JetQ, that's how much it pays me per year. But if you wanted to break it down into different statistics, you could see 607 a quarter, 202 a month, 1 day is 7 cents, and then these, I don't have enough dividends to hit into the hourly range, but at least you can see, like, if you were to break down how much I'm getting paid every single day, it's roughly, you know, between 6 and 7 cents on just that share count alone, which is pretty crazy. If you want to look at the dollar value here, we can jump back to this. You can see my biggest holdings here are SCHD, VTI, JetQ, JetB, O, Maine, and Glad. Those are some of my biggest ones. I have been trying lately to get a lot of my funds up to $100. You could see there we have a lot of them up to the $100 range. So I've just been slowly adding to these positions and increasing the amount of money in each one. And as you do that, you can see that the share count starts to go up as well. So pretty cool feature there. If we look in, let's jump into April. This is the upcoming March. A lot of these are just estimated as of right now. Some of the dividends haven't been declared, or we don't know the final numbers yet. But right now we're looking at $8.75. So if you recall, we were just around the $5 mark for March. So this is a big jump there. I will round up a little bit here. You can see some of these are sitting at, you know, $1 on the top screen. But if you break it down, you can see a little bit more on the 96 cents, 44 cents, 72 cents, 53 cents, $1.32, $1.99, and $1.50. So pretty cool. And then another feature here is you can come in here and you can say, all right, so the declaration date is already passed. The ex-dividend date, which means we have to own shares before the 31st. So on the 30th of March, I need to have all my purchases in for JetQ for next month. So I'll, as we get into my every Friday video where we're buying stocks, I will start to prioritize some of the ex-dividend dates that are coming up so that we can increase the dividend that's coming to us in April. So right now we're looking at 876. Really stoked about that. The snowball is getting bigger and bigger, and as you can see, the average monthly is the 1019. And again, that's forecasting out over the entire year, and then it's splitting it up by 12, right? So some of those quarterly dividend payers like SCHD and stuff like that, it's just going to split those numbers up. But that's the update for this week. We made huge strides. Love seeing, you know, almost $25 added to the dividend income in just one single week. And we are going to hit it again this week with more investing, and we are adding assets like we do every single week. If you like the content, like and subscribe. I appreciate all the support. We are growing this account really fast, and we are adding money every single week. So I'd love to go on this journey with you. Happy investing. We'll see you later.